Alright guys, it is a beautiful rainy day here at Washington State, and we are kicking off the gear install for the Dakota. We're going to get it drained and take everything out. We're going to get under there, and hopefully we're not going to get too wet, but we'll kick this off. As usual, bag and tag everything. Alright guys, a little bit of an update. So somebody at some point in time went through and swapped the open diff for a track lock, which would be great if it wasn't just beat to shit. A bunch of the clutch packs were like broken and the teeth were all chewed up, and one of the clutch retaining pins was just gone. Axles look fine, everything else looks fine. The only problem is lock right will not fit into a limited slip carrier, so I had to order an open differential carrier. I also needed some thrust washers and a new pinion shaft to accommodate the open diff, and so I ordered all that stuff, and they sent me the confirmation and the shipping stuff, and it said the carrier wouldn't be here until March. If we're trying to get this truck track ready by May, March is just a little bit too close to that time for me to break the gears in and get all the other stuff done that I need. And I found another one that should be here on Tuesday, I believe. I guess as per usual, we're just waiting on parts to show up. It's unfortunate, but on Instagram I've been seeing a lot of these car manufacturers posting their new electric vehicle, and the comments, everyone's like, oh, we don't want EVs. And I think people forget that it's not like the manufacturers are building these EVs to necessarily meet some market demand. The government and big tech corporations are the ones who are essentially collaborating to get rid of the use of fossil fuels. Is it 2030 the government said all new car sales have to be electric? That is what's driving this. So when you go on Instagram and you see all these manufacturers posting about electric vehicles, don't waste your breath bitching at them. It's not necessarily their fault. They're just, their hands are tied by the government, just like, in the past with like emissions controls and everything else. This is the government's fault. The politicians and the big tech corporations will make a killing off of providing the technology that's going to go into these vehicles. Activists like Greta Thunberg, who travel the world on their diesel-powered trains and airplanes and whatever else they've got going on. And with this being liberty or death performance, I'm not a huge fan of government regulation, especially when it starts to impact, my hobbies, things that I enjoy, and things that just make life easier. The U.S. government, the people who are mandating this, they are one of the world's largest contributors to carbon emissions, and I don't see them switching aircraft carriers or fighter jets or MRAPs or anything else. I don't see them converting any of that shit to electric anytime soon, because the technology isn't there for it to be a sustainable solution. I mean, look at the F-150. I know it's kind of like a joke, but everyone talks about how that thing can't even tow a boat without cutting the battery life in half. Average working class Americans will not be able to just sell their gas cars or get rid of their gas cars and go out and buy it. Here in Washington, and one of the many reasons I'm moving out of this state is because they're about to increase the gas tax by, I think, 48 cents a gallon. They shut down all the drilling in order to basically raise the price on fossil fuel and price people out of gasoline vehicles. You know, who benefits from it? Is it we the people? Are we going to benefit from getting rid of fossil fuel energy as far as vehicles, your homes, whatever? Are we going to benefit from that, or is that going to hurt us? But as far as cars go, even if it's a hybrid, I think that we should, explore the hybrid options a little bit more. I know the technology's been out for decades now. We still have a long way to go as far as purely electric vehicles being a viable option for everyday use. Your liberty is in the hands of rich, old millionaires who get rich from passing legislation for special interest groups and lobbyists who donate millions of dollars to their campaign funds and essentially, just increase the wealth of public servants. These people who are it's supposed to be a government for the people, by the people, but it has turned into a government for the corporations, using our tax dollars to put all these plans and put all this legislation into place. Part of living free is doing what makes you happy, doing what you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. That's what I mean when I say live free. Don't force your worldview or opinion or whatever. Don't force that onto other people, Don't force other people to give up things that they enjoy. We know that the government lies to us. We know that corporations lie to us. We know that there's a lot going on that we can't see. And, we have to put our foot down. No one should be forced to do something or give up something they don't want to do or give up, right? So when I say live free, I want you to remember that your freedom is on the line, like every day. For generations, we have slowly lost some of our rights and had others diminished greatly. We essentially have to ask permission to exercise many of our rights. It is your right to own whatever vehicle you want, and as long as you're not hurting anybody or their property, that should be all the government cares about. But we keep giving them an inch and then they take it a mile. Next election season, remember that these politicians do not work for you anymore. They work for the corporations, they work for the lobbyists, they work for the special interest groups, and the global elite, if you will. Can't stress this enough. Live free and drive fast.